Hello. Hello, everyone. That's Jesus on a trash mountain in India in a slum, squatting on top of a mountain of trash. Do you believe in God? Do you have a God? How many gods do you believe in? How many gods do you have? Do you worship and praise a God? Do you get down on your knees and look up to the sky? Or do you prostrate yourself on the ground, kissing the ground, kissing the dirt? What do? Do you have a God? Do you follow and worship and praise a God? Then you're a slave. You're a slave. You're a slave. Do you believe in a creator of this realm, a good, caring, loving, intelligent, compassionate creator? God, your Father, the creator, the source, the whatever. Is that what you believe? Is that what you believe? Your God loves cancer, cockroaches, and disease. Your God loves cancer, cockroaches, rats, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, maggots, parasites, thousands and thousands of kinds of disease, dis-ease of the body, the mind, the spirit. Your gods absolutely fucking suck. They're demons. That's what you're worshiping. Like fools. You're praying and begging and praising and worshiping demons, believing them to be good. You're worshiping demons. You're a bunch of demon worshipers on earth. That's what you are. Your gods made cancer and cockroaches, parasites and maggots and mosquitoes that kill children.
We are winning.
Fuck your gods. Fuck your disgusting, vile, evil, sadistic, hideous gods. They're demons. That's what you're worshiping. Like fools. You don't even know what you're praying to. You're absolutely foolish. You are fooled by the demons that run this realm. You're feeding them energy and praise and glorifying them. You're foolish. And there will be consequences for what you feed. The more that you feed them and praise them, the more they despise you and look down upon you and want to destroy you and harm you and trick you even more with smiles and grins on their faces. Sinister, demonic eyes looking at you as foolish slaves. How many types of cancer did your so-called gods create? How many types? Common cancer types. Bladder cancer, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, kidney cancer, lung cancer, lymphoma, pancreatic cancer, prostate cancer, skin cancer, uterine cancer. There's all kinds of metastatic cancers, recurrent cancers. There's acute lymphoblastic leukemia. There's different types of leukemia. There's acute myeloid leukemia, AML. AIDS-related lymphoma. Primary CNS lymphoma. There's different types of lymphoma. There's cancers of the central nervous system, brain cancer, bone cancer. One type of cancer isn't enough. There's hundreds. Because your God loves you. Your God is so creative. He loves you. Ductal carcinoma in situ. See breast cancer. There's all different types of breast cancers. Mostly for women, but there are some men that get breast cancers as well. It isn't exclusively women. Esophageal cancer. There's eye cancers. Multiple types. Intraocular melanomas. Retinoblastoma. You should look through this sometime. There's ovarian cancers. There's fallopian tube cancer. Ovarian isn't enough. You have to have fallopian tube cancer as well. Gallbladder cancer. Everything in your body can become cancerous. Anywhere. Childhood central nervous system germ cell tumors, in brackets, brain cancer. There's various types of childhood brain cancers. Quite a few types. I mentioned ovarian germ cell tumors, testicular cancer. Some men have to have one of their testicles amputated from cancer. What a place to get cancer. Hairy cell leukemia, head and neck cancer. There's types. Heart tumors. Childhood is after that. Heart tumors, childhood. Children can get heart tumors, cancerous heart tumors. I've heard of Hodgkin's lymphoma. Non-Hodgkin's is supposedly worse and much harder to defeat. Hodgkin's lymphoma wasn't enough. They have to have non-Hodgkin's lymphomas. Liver cancer. There's more cancers than I can read here. It's pages and pages and pages. And that's just cancers. Lip and oral cavity cancers. Lung cancer I mentioned already. Tracheobronchial tumor. There's various types of lung cancers you can get, including lung cancer that metastasize from another part of your body. And it's not primary lung cancer. It's a secondary metastasized cancer. My mom had that. Lung cancer was not her primary cancer. It migrated and metastasized. She ended up having cancerous tumors various places in her body. Male breast cancers mentioned. Melanoma. Various types of skin cancers. It just goes on and on. And this is just focusing on cancers. Obviously, there's a hell of a lot more diseases, disorders, genetic disorders that you can deal with in this realm. There's all types of creative ways to get sick, to be in pain, suffering, wasting away in this realm. How is your God good? One type of cancer wasn't enough. It had to create hundreds of types for you. There's a type of bone cancer mentioned here, osteosarcoma, and undifferentiated pleomorphic sarcoma of bone treatment, and ovarian cancers after that. It just goes on and on. Pancreatic cancer, papillomatosis. Oh man, penile cancer. You can get cancer of your penis. It just goes on. Pregnancy and Hodgkin lymphoma. Pregnancy and breast cancer. Pituitary tumor. It's endless. It's just pages and pages and pages to click on and scroll through of types of cancer that they have discovered in people. People suffer from, and they're able to diagnose all of these types. Soft tissue sarcoma. There's all types of sarcomas, including for children, childhood versions. What kind of a sick demon, demonic god that you call it, most of you on earth, would create this? Stomach cancer, gastric. It just goes on and on. It's a huge list. T-cell lymphomas. So many types of lymphomas. Thyroid cancer. I know someone who suffered with that and eventually passed away. A beautifully gentle, kind spirit was given that in this realm. Uterine cancer, uterine sarcoma. One type is never enough for this god of this realm. It has to give you 2, 3, 4. Vaginal cancer, vascular tumors, vulvar, it says. Maybe it's vulva cancer, I'm not sure. No, they're calling it vulvar cancer. Anywhere, I guess anywhere in your body can become cancerous. You can suffer. Right into your nasal passages, everything imaginable. From inside of your bones to your skin, every organ, every part of your body, your genitals, everywhere, anywhere. This god of this realm said, I'm going to give you cancer, the potential to get cancer everywhere. But cancer is not enough. It has to come up with 10,000 plus other diseases to make you suffer as well. As well as genetic disorders that you could be born with in your next lifetime. You'll say, oh, Stephen, I wasn't born deformed or with a genetic disorder. What about your next lifetime? The one after that? 5 lifetimes from now? 10? 100? You just don't get it. You're not big picture thinkers, most people. You're just focused on the moment. You want to come back and risk it? You go ahead. You want to praise your fucking God? Is that what you want to do? Your God loves cancer. Your God loves cockroaches. Your God loves disease. Your God loves suffering children. Your God loves to create pain, suffering, illness, disease, darkness, misery, agony, torment, anxiety, depression, mental disorders, mental illness, mental diseases. Your God loves it. Your God loves to gaslight you. Your God loves to mindfuck you. Your God loves to lie to you about what you are, where you are, what this realm is about, what your so-called life here is about. This isn't living, though. This is actually more like death. Slow death. And a repeated, recurring death. Recycling of death after death after death after death. And grief. Losing loved ones. Grieving. Having your heart torn out. If you don't understand how sick and sadistic the design of this realm is, there's something wrong with you. I don't think I will ever be able to reach you. Maybe you're meant for this place. Maybe you're of this realm. Maybe this is your home. Maybe you feel at home here with the endless types of cancer, including new cancers they're discovering. From A to Z, every letter of the alphabet, there's a list of cancers that begin with that. There are more than 200 types of cancer, this one site claims. It might be more than that. It might be 300 or 500. But they're claiming that there's at least over 200 types. So I don't know the exact number. That's what it's claiming. What are you going to do? You going to get down on your bony knees like a slave and praise the so-called creator of hell realm, the creator of hell realm, and tell it that you love it and that it's good and that you deserve this and that you're thankful that it lets you breathe? As Jack Talcott said recently, it lets you breathe. Are you a slave? Are you afraid? Do you live in fear of what most in this realm would call God or angels or demons or entities or archons or whatever you want to call them? Doesn't matter. It's all the same shit. The name doesn't matter. It's just a label. You could put a different label on it. It's still the same thing. Are you one with evil? Are you grateful for evil? Do you believe that you need evil to develop your spirit? Do you rely on evil? Do you support evil? Do you stand with evil? Do you quiver in fear from evil? Are you a slave? Are you a slave? Or are you going to get up off your fucking knees? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Your body's going to age. It already is aging. It's going to degrade the older you get. Even if you aren't taken out suddenly in a natural disaster or a car accident or whatever the case may be, eventually you're going to reach old age and your body falls apart. Everything here degrades and decays. Everything. That's the design. Are you going to thank the designer, the architect, the creator, the god, the evil god that people put on a throne? Who has gods, masters, rulers, lords? Only slaves. Only slaves. Are you going to be a slave until the moment your body dies and your spirit pops out? Then you'll still be a slave out of body. You better work on that now. Grow stronger now. Learn now or pay later. I don't want you to go into the afterlife out of body as a slave. I'm trying to motivate you and inspire you to stop being a slave. That's what this video is about. Stop worshiping gods that create cancer and cockroaches and parasites and all sorts of spreaders of disease, rats, mosquitoes, pests, ticks, leeches. Stop worshiping that thing, that creature, that creepy, disgusting creature. Stop giving it power. Stop believing that it's so powerful. Stop believing that it's higher than you, that it's better than you. Nothing good would create a realm like this. Think about it. Look at the realm. Look at the way it's designed. Look at the disease. This is a place of pain, suffering, disease, degradation. The moments of beauty, laughter, kindness, fun, feeling good, don't change that. It doesn't change what this place is. I could go to an amusement park and get a thrill riding a roller coaster that does all kinds of twirls and loops and spins and does crazy shit, and it's fun. It's exhilarating. But it still doesn't change that this is a hell realm. just because I went on a fun ride and then went on another ride that drops and all sorts of rides. I used to enjoy doing that. We'd go every summer at least once to somewhere and ride roller coasters and all the different rides. It's thrilling. It's fun, especially as a kid. As a kid, as a teenager, as a 20-something, I enjoyed that a lot. It was fun. Do some people die on those rides some places? Yes. Sometimes they do. It's a hell realm after all. Of course that happens here. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. When you start realizing where you are, everything makes sense. You have the illusion that this is a good place, that there's some beauty and fun and this and that. And there's a sprinkling of it on top of a sewer. But a lot of people don't want to look at the sewer. They're just looking at the sprinkles floating on top. Somebody went in a cupboard and took a big bag of sprinkles for cakes. A 10-pound bag of sprinkles, and they sprinkled it all over top of a stinky fucking sewer that reeks. And they said, well, this is delicious now. Is it? Or are you just noticing the very surface sprinkles? You got to look a little deeper and sniff a little deeper and pay attention and observe and focus and study if you want to see where you are and how it operates and how it's designed. It isn't confusing. Don't shake your heads and say it makes no sense. It makes perfect sense once you understand what this place is and how it works. It all makes sense. It's not confusing at all. At all. But many people will shake their heads and say, I don't know why there's cancer. I don't know why there's so many kinds of cancer and all my loved ones get cancer. Because they're assuming that they're in a good place. And they're saying, I'm confused. How can this be a good place with a good God and the cancer exists? My child has leukemia and I just buried my parent last week and this happened and this happened and this person's sick and this person's in hospice and I'm just tired of this fucking evil here. And they'll say it makes no sense. But they're wrong. It makes perfect sense. They don't understand what this place is, where they are, how it works. So they're confused. And this place loves to keep you in confusion because then you'll never get out. You'll never figure out what it is. It's actually perfect. They want you to be confused. So for the people that stay confused, you're just helping this realm and you're hurting yourself and hurting your chances of ever leaving. You're doing exactly what it wants, to shake your head and say it makes no sense and then dismiss it and stop looking into it further and just say, it makes no sense. And you give up. Throw up your hands and say, it just makes no sense. You're wrong, though. It makes sense. You just don't see it. You haven't done the work. You don't know where you are. And if you don't know where you are when you're here, you're in trouble when you leave that body, that meat suit. It's very simple. You better figure out where you are. You better stop praising that monster, calling it God. It's a fucking demon that would eat you.